If you're looking for the best dog cooling mat, then this video is for you. I bought and tested 5 different dog cooling mats. I'm going to be going over the pros and cons in each of them and also seeing if there's actually a difference. So all of these come from Amazon, but keep in mind this video isn't sponsored by any of these brands. Everything is based purely on my opinion, so let's get started with the video. So the first cooling mat that we have here is the MicroCosmos cooling mat. And so for this, I've had this for around 2 years now, and it does feel cool to the touch. It is machine washable. My pets have this is the one that my pets have actually been using, and as you can see, this is actually the top facing part, all right, and this is the bottom facing part, but it's been washed multiple times, and I honestly believe, like, no kidding, it actually does feel cool to the touch, and it's been washed quite a few times. You can see there's some wear and tear there. Let's actually move on to the second cooling mat. So this is the VMe dog cooling mat. I got the blue color and a medium sized one, so I'm going to take it out of here, unfold it. So just like the other dog cooling mat, this is the top portion, and here underneath you have the bottom portion. So this is great for your pets, especially during those hot summer day afternoons, especially when the ground is really hot. Think if you have any pavers or cement outside in your backyard, this works great if your dogs like laying on the ground, especially while they're sunbathing. So it honestly does feel cool to the touch. I haven't had a chance to actually wash it or put it in the washer and see how it performs or withstands, but generally, honestly, it does feel cooler to the touch as compared to other blankets. So the VMe cooling mat, this is what it looks like. A nice simple blanket, just simply for your dog to lay on during those summer days. This is very, very portable. As you can see, it folds up nice and easy. It's very compact, very easy to clean. But as you can see, you can really just put this in any bag, any pet bag, and bring it along with you anywhere you go, even on planes and such. But I really like the aspect, of course, it doesn't weigh a lot. It's nice and thin, and again, it generally does feel cooler to the touch. Next, we have the MelaMio dog cooling mat. So again, the reason why I got this was for those hot summer days where my pets like to lay on the pavers or the cement during those 100-degree weather days. So I got a very, very small version just because I do have a smaller pet. And so this is what it looks like. Here we have the top portion, and again, it does feel cooler to the touch. Here we have the bottom portion. Unfortunately, I have not had a chance to actually put this through the washer and dryer, but overall, it does feel cool to the touch, which is what I'm looking for. It doesn't weigh much, very compact and affordable, so you can easily take this on flights, road trips, out camping, hiking, works very easily. It's easy to clean, and so overall, again, this is the MelaMio dog cooling mat. Cool to the touch, and overall, nice, compact, and portable, great for those summer days, and it just works great as a gift for your pet. Not really feeling a difference as far as the differences between all the dog cooling mats, but maybe this one might be for you, the MelaMio dog cooling mat. So next we have the Jing Chang dog cooling mat. So that honestly is a hard word to say, but let me go ahead and unfold it. So here I got a smaller size just simply because my pets are smaller, but this dog cooling mat, it serves great for your pet as a gift during those hot summer days. Those hot summer days where your dog likes to lay on pavers, on cement, plates this on the ground, and they'd love to lay on it. But it generally does feel a bit cooler to the touch. I really love the aspect in which it's nice and foldable and compact. So you can see right there, folds nice and easy, almost weighs nothing, as light as a feather. But hopefully, when I do put it through the washer and dryer, it does withstand and doesn't wear and tear. But overall, again, the top portion feeling cool to the touch. The bottom portion not feeling as cool to the touch. But overall, I'd say it's a great cooling mat. We'll see how it compares to other cooling mats. And again, this is what it looks like. My pet will absolutely love this, and she fits right on top of the blanket. So this is the dog cooling mat from Cicero. So this cooling mat is basically for your pets during those hot summer days in the 100-degree weathers. Instead of having them lay on cement, instead of them having them lay on hot grass or turf, instead of them having lay on hot pavers, you actually have them lay on this. So it generally does feel cool to the touch. So this is the top portion, the one with the circles that you can see right there. And then underneath it, this is the bottom portion, which actually really doesn't feel cold at all. So make sure you do lay it with the circles facing upwards. And so what I also like about this is that it's very compact and portable. You simply just fold it up, just like that. Honestly, it can go outdoors in the travels while you're hiking, camping. Even so, also if you're doing a flight, this works great. But again, generally feels cooler to the touch up top. The back end, you can really tell like which one is the actual side that goes up and which side is the actual side that your pet actually lays on. But overall, very pleased with it. They weren't kidding when it actually does feel like kind of like ice silk. So overall, this is the one from Cicero, the dog cooling mat. So as far as what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna actually feel each of these cooling mats and see if there's any difference when it comes to how cold each one is. My hypothesis is that I really don't generally believe there's a difference between any of them, but we're gonna go ahead and start with the one which I've already had in mind, or basically had for a couple of years now. And so feeling this one, again, I've actually washed this multiple times. It does feel really cool to the touch. The wear and tear that I do wanna point out, okay, I've washed this a lot of times, is probably due to my pet actually scratching it. But, you know, it does withstand. You know, I've washed it over 20 times today. I've had this for over 3 years now, and it still does feel cooler to the touch. So moving on to the next one. So this one, I must admit, hopefully I'm not imagining things, but it does feel the same, okay? It does feel cool to the touch. I am gonna be washing this one multiple times and seeing if it actually does wear and tear, but it does feel cooler to the touch, just like this one here as well. Again, same hypothesis. This one does feel cooler to the touch, so really not much difference as far as all three of them go. Moving on to this one here, the fourth one. Again, it feels practically the same with the ever so slight difference, I must say. And then lastly, the fifth one. Again, honestly, if I had to kind of decide which one, it's probably getting warmer now just because of my hands constantly touching it. But overall, I mean, these dog cooling mats, I'd say don't stress all too much about it. It's more so about, you know, just getting it for your pet. Overall, this is the idea behind a dog cooling mat in general. It's a great gift for your pet, honestly. Like, I'm really surprised at how many times my pet actually lays on this, despite all over whichever area she can lay on. Whether she chooses to lay on the couch, chooses to lay on her bed, she actually does decide to lay on this cooling mat. So they all feel really ice cold to the touch. Really no difference between any of them. But the idea behind a dog cooling mat, I'm 100% for, especially in the fact that I've been using for this one, okay, for about 3 years now. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. My pet, my dog, she always lays on it every single time. It's really nice. So great summer gift. Can't go wrong with any cooling mat, honestly. But hopefully that gives you an idea as to what dog cooling mat you should be getting for your pet.